I'm Johnny. You're watching A View to a Grill, and today we're doing a smoked, then seared ribeye street taco, all on the Weber Smokey Joe. Hey, and if you like what you see, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Now let's get into some street tacos. First, we're going to need about a 1/4 cup of olive oil, and these are the stems from that little bunch of cilantro that you buy from the grocery store. I just cut those straight off. We're also going to need about a 1/4 cup of lime juice and 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. Yes, soy sauce. 1/2 teaspoon each of ground cumin, garlic powder, onion powder, and chili powder. We're also going to use a teaspoon of each salt and pepper. And then 2 beautiful ribeye steaks. We'll just get all of the ingredients into a 1-gallon size bag. Once you have them all in the bag, zip the bag up and try to capture a little bit of air in the bag. Roll it up and shake everything really well just to incorporate all of the ingredients. Once you have it all shaken up, just add those 2 ribeye steaks right into the bag. Zip it up, try to get as much air out of it as possible, and then just kind of massage the meat a little bit inside the bag just to make sure that all the surfaces are covered with that marinade. Next, just put it in the refrigerator for about 4 hours. Today, I'm going to be using the Smoke, Sear, and Cube bundle. And if you want to see a more detailed look at this Smoke, Sear, and Cube bundle, click on the link above and check it out, and then come back to the video. We're going to start off by putting the charcoal basket and the charcoal divider in. And on top of that, we'll have the heat diffuser plate, which I have seasoned to perfection. And then we'll just use a 12-inch pizza pan and then the grill grate. For fuel, we're going to use 2 very small pieces of hickory and some B&B hickory lump charcoal. Now, after about 4 hours, it's time to get the charcoal started. Today, I'm going to be using my small 7447 Weber charcoal chimney starter. And if you're interested in buying one for yourself, check out the link below. Now, while that fire's going, I'm going to partition off about half of the basket just for charcoal. Set my 2 hickory wood chips on one side, and then I'll just fill half of that half, a 1/4, I'll just place it right next to the unlit charcoal. I'll get the diffuser plate on, and then the 12-inch pizza pan, and then right on top of that, I'll put the grill grate down. I'm also going to set up my Inkbird IBT 4XS, just so that I can monitor the ambient temperature. This is my first cook on the Smokey Joe, so I'm just trying to get to know it better. Once I have that set up, I'll get the lid on and bring the Smokey Joe up to temp. I'll get the steaks out of the fridge and set them on a wire rack so that some of the marinade can drip off onto the pan. Now let's get started with the smoke portion of this cook. We're sitting at about 215, so I'll go ahead and put the steaks on now. I'm starting out with the top vent wide open and the 2 side vents at about halfway open. So today, since these are street tacos, I'm going to use the Mission Style Street Taco corn tortillas. Now that I have the steaks on, it's taken a while for my pit to come up to temp. So at this point, I decided to open the 2 side vents all the way. Now we're rolling a little bit of smoke, and the temperature has settled in at about 226 degrees. Now these have been on for about 25 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and check them. Now I can tell that these are going to be fantastic steaks because it literally feels like I can stick my finger right through them. I'm going to let these go for probably 10 or 15 more minutes before I take them off. And it's also a great time to get some additional charcoal started in the Weber chimney starter. It's been about 10 or 15 minutes, and now it's time to pull the steaks off. With the Smoke, Sear, and Cube bundle, you're going to have to make a few decisions. You can either finish these steaks off by using that diffuser plate as a flat top, or you can take the diffuser plate off and finish barbecuing them on the grill grates. Today, I think I'm going to sear them using the diffuser plate as a flat top. You'll need to remove the pizza pan and the diffuser plate. Now be careful when you remove the diffuser plate because that thing is hot. Now the timing was perfect. So let's get that charcoal that I started about 10 or 15 minutes ago into the Smokey Joe. Put the coals in, move them around so you'll have an even heat source. Get the diffuser plate back on. And I'm just going to spray this with just a little bit of canola oil. Now the diffuser plate was already hot, so it's only going to take you a few minutes to get that diffuser plate up to temp. Now we'll just get the steaks down. Now when you're searing your steaks on a flat top, you want to resist the urge of flipping them too soon. Let them go, let them sear, let them build up that crust. Now after about 3 minutes, it's time to flip. And just look at that crust. Beautiful. Now if you're wondering how hot that diffuser plate is, it's about 473 degrees. I let them go for about 3 minutes on this side and then put them on a rack so they can rest. Now that they're seared, I'm going to let these rest for about 5 minutes. Now that the steaks are resting, it's a great time to start prepping those tortillas. And we're going to cook these right on the diffuser plate. I'll just hit both sides with a little spray canola oil, get them to the toastiness you like, and take them off. Today we're going to use 4 toppings, 2 of which I have videos for. The first one is a fire roasted tomatillo salsa, and if you'd like to see how I made that, check out the link above. The second one is a fire roasted tomato salsa, and if you'd like to see how I made that, check out the link above. I also have some queso fresco, which is just fresh Mexican cheese, and finally the most simple minced cilantro and onion topping. For tacos, I like a medium to medium well. Now if I was just eating that steak off my plate, I like a medium rare. The steak has been resting, now it's time to cut into them. As you can see, a perfect medium. First we'll put down a little bit of the ribeye steak and then some of the tomatillo salsa. And right on that we're going to go with some fire roasted tomato salsa, some of the minced cilantro and onion mixture, and then finally some of that queso fresco. Now I'm sitting here doing this voiceover and my mouth is just watering all over again. Now yesterday I just had about 6 of these because they were that good. Thank you for watching a View to a Grill, and if you like what you saw, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'll see you next time. Take care, y'all.